I am playing Vampyr again. This is my 9th video on my Vampyr series. It's already looking like it's going to be way longer than my Detroit Become Human series, which I'm still not done with. Maybe I'll make a video on that tomorrow. Alright. I don't want to open anything right now. I want to go back and I want to go find these unknown people, and then we're gonna go do this.
Is our little mystery closer to being solved, Dr. Reed?
I think of nothing else, my lady.
My situation is delicate, and it occupies all my thoughts. The blackmail must stop. I need assurance.
Unknown. Okay. Oh yeah. I never get to that guy. Oh, he's out here now.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Have you heard of someone blackmailing people in the hospital?
Pardon me, sir, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Opinion. Wow. Yeah, I mean, careful.
It's locked.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench.
It's locked, all right.
I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
I want to get into the morgue. I mean, no!
I cannot enter.
Okay, you can't go in there yet. Oh, here's an illness. I'll cure it later before I get off. What about this other guy? I think it's Newton Bright's friend. Everyone is here, relax.
Don't worry, we're safe.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals, or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read
What?
it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
That is weird. Let's go in. Let's follow this guy. I'm gonna go talk to this guy. This guy is the guy I want to find. And then we can go finish the side quest after I go talk to this guy. And maybe we can start the next side quest. But I need to start progressing through the story so I can level up my memorize.
I don't want to die here. I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
I forgot to look for... No, you can't go... because you can't crouch in this game.
I don't want to die here. I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air.
I have this thirst for blood.
He always says that after he drinks these rats. And this thirst for blood. Like us.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do. Are you sure you're all right, sir?
Yes. Yes, I'll be... as soon as I can see the sky again.
There's a headache. I don't have any medicine for him.
Are you sure you're all right, sir?
Yes. Yes, I'll be...
Damn, I got
as
stuck.
soon as I can see the sky again.
Alright, I got it.
What sort of creature is this?
Werewolf. Let me see. Sewer feet.
Here's what's left of him. Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
That guy got eaten. Crane is probably the one that's blackmail.
This is despicable.
I came out in a different area. No, I didn't. I came out in the same area. Oh, let's remove these custom markers. I can't even get into that area until later in the game anyways. Dr. Crane.
Please, I feel sick. Get over here now.
What time is it? We're gonna judge. Alright. I'll get off at 11:30. Oh wait, no, 11:30. It's already past that. 12:30, I'm gonna say. The guy pretty much already was dead. Why did I do that? It's okay. I might just stockpile XP until I hit 10,000.
Die, leech! Stupid
can't even pick up stuff until combat. I thought that was how it worked. I'm right. I'm not safe in this place.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Hopefully this lady is still alive. Yeah, she's still alive.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
Sorry, I don't know her.
You should go home now.
No, not yet. I miss my dear Matthew so much, and I can't forgive myself.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually, you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
You're right. I believe silence has a curative effect for the pain we feel. I suppose it provides space for reflection.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Physically speaking, I mean.
I'm as well as can be expected, Doctor.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time,
Spanish
there is so
flu.
little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence, and I need sadness.
You should not be by yourself. Grief can be a terrible trial.
Yep.
It's even worse when you're alone.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me.
Yes, I'm
even
trying
if
to
I
help
don't
you.
quite understand why.
Please just leave the cemetery. You're probably gonna die.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I wanted you to know that you have done nothing wrong. Unlike me.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
Alright.
Goodbye,
I asked
Zhao
this lady all the questions.
Maybe we'll talk later.
So many new graves. Why do I still feel so disconnected from the others then? Matthew. The world has gone completely mad.
How do I convince her to go back to Whitechapel?
Hello again, Zhao.
Hello again, Dr. Reed.
You should go home now.
I think you're right.
Alright.
Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Zhao. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now.
Yay. Side quest completed. Investigation, that's what it's called. They're side quests. Serious. This area is serious. Sick. Strictly people. West End also is serious. I don't even think I can get it. No, I can't get to West End yet. I can get here. But, I don't know if I want. I want to go here, actually. I want to go to the docks and find everybody. Docks. North Docks. Wow. Whitechapel, there's a lot I have to go find. Oh man, this is difficult. Which should I go to? Oh, 1 of 4 means I have to be 4, grandfathers screaming at the dogs. They'll irritate me. Let's go track this. Let's do this. Wow, that's really far away. This area is the area where I just have to figure out where these people are. Let's leave here.
This one's mine!
Alright. Where could that be, these people? Anywhere in the district. No. Vampyr. Right. I'm running into these creatures a lot. Let's just watch them fight. Oh shit! Bad creature. Doesn't allow you to kill him. You kill him. Good. I kill you now.
This is despicable.
I still can't figure out where. Alright. Where could a potential person be?
Watch yourselves! There's one of them!
Boom! Kill that thing.
It's locked, all right.
Alright, it doesn't look like I can get further into Whitechapel. probably that way. That's why. I need to do more campaign.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the
Find
flu
and
is
talk
no
to...
match for the Swanborough cordial.
Wait, what? Dorothy Crane. No? Wait. D, but that's not who Dorothy Crane. Pictures. It looks like it's over here somewhere. This way. We want a big circle. And I can't.
Nearby.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
A lot of people are talking about this.
Found.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I cannot enter. I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Alright. Let's just do story. It will unlock more areas. Oh, this guy's unknown.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on,
welcome,
take a
sir.
look. Don't be afraid.
Please take a browse of my wares.
I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
What you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Alright.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
So you get investigations just by talking to people, so I need to talk to more people.
How is business around here?
Business? I had no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
Right then. Show me what you have.
Wow, that's expensive.
I should never have taken...
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
After I talk to this guy, I might get off.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
Yeah. Sounds pretty good.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Oh.
You survive at any cost, even at the expense of others. Perhaps that's just the law of nature.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
I'll be talking to these guys. Once I finish my conversations with both of these guys, I'll be done.
May I ask what you do around
here? I
do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
I'll create a new video.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
That's nice.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Alright.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you?
No, please. I don't have your money.
Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I've known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
Okay.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
Without making excuses for him, it's safe to say that despair can poison even the sanest mind.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
Wet boot boy. Alright.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
You again? What do you want this time?
Goodbye,
Alright.
Mr. Peterson.
Since I'm done with talking to them, I'm gonna end the video here. So if you like this video, like it, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Alright, bye.